What's up, everybody? So I'm happy to do a little live stream tonight. I just put the kid to bed, and I was calling it a day. But before I just go wash the dishes, I decided to present you some things, especially for all the English-speaking community, because you'll see I put some stuff in French for the French people here in Quebec, Canada. But it's great to upload and to put some stuff to in English as I do too. So what's up? So I'm here, and this is my new this is the new shop. We just moved in last in the beginning of last July. So little by little, I'm set upping the place, and I did some cool stuff. I have some video that I want to put on the channel, especially of that rack, that axe rack. It's a pretty simple make. Just use a wooden pallet and put some on some 2x4. Really easy, but it was a lot of learning just to do that, because I'm pretty I'm pretty noob, you know. I didn't grow up doing a lot of manual things, so everything is more or less new to me. So, and I did that that workbench here too, with the help of my man, the urban lumberjack. So it was really nice too, and I just want to do something with you guys tonight. I will oil some slip fit axes. I want to take a look at that broad axe. That's a restoration project that the guy here, a friend in Quebec, asked me to do, and in the end present that T-shirt, the new T-shirt of Laconia. Um, it was a project that I worked on a lot lately. So maybe we can start with that one. I'll put the thing aside. I grabbed yesterday. I went to the church, and I saw near those huge, how do you call them, yeah, the huge, not the basket, but the yeah, all right, the huge, for the huge, not basket, for the la, la. All right, so not important, but somebody just was getting rid of that kind of funky rack, which I think it's for suits. So you can put like thing here, here, and but it's in wood, so I actually took it for free. It would be good just to put some material about to present some stuff, and I decided to use it. Look at this. Ooh, perfect. To use it today for some pictures. So that's the t-shirt. That's the t-shirt that I'm wearing. So you have the front. It's pretty simple. So it's just a natural cotton color, um, with no dye, nothing, and the Laconia logo on the hard side. And in the back, okay, in the back you have um, a kind of modernization, or a revisitation of an old drawing. It's from Enrich Gross, or Groft. I'll put the link in the description, but um, it's an old French drawing from the 16th century about silver mine somewhere in France. And there is that the part of when they are making like the mine, the let's say all the structures and the buildings, and one it's like presenting the making of that mine, and one of them is the carpenters, carpenters just hewing woods, and I decided to took the same kind of landscape, and to actualize it to myself and to what we are doing today. So here it is written in French: Maître de savoir-faire, artisan de l'avenir, um, which means uh, master of craft and artisan of the future. Okay. Um, sorry, I'm a bit disturbed. Says that the connection is not that good, but and that's the idea. It's something like it's based on the manual and traditional work and craft, but that is something that is just not of the past, but it's something that is useful for today and for tomorrow. Okay, and we've seen it especially with the reconstruction of Notre Dame, of the cathedral Notre Dame de Paris, how it is possible today to build such an impressive, such a huge medieval construction with our know-how, even today in the 21st century. So that's a bit the idea. So especially here in Quebec, I think we are coming back little by little to all those kind of know-how, and especially of hewing. I myself start my hewing journey 3 years ago. It was in the beginning of November, and I hewed a log. I think it was like a fir or a pine, and I made a bench with it at my sister chalet near the lake here, near the city of Quebec. And in 3 years from that first time with my first Rinaldi axe, which is always the same that I have here, I continued. I and I and I and I'm trying, let's say, to get better and better and to master that kind of craft. I'm still learning. I'm still learning a lot. But that T-shirt for me was a kind of way to pay tribute to all these guys that are hewing, and a way to just to pass to the other person, just to transmit this passion of mine, and this possibility of doing this kind of craft today. So here we are. So what I did is I actually took a scene, that scene of the drawing, and I actualize it, putting some stuff together. So you have someone here, which is more or less myself hewing. I decided to put that axe here, so it's maybe I can just, yeah, I will do it like this. Wait a minute. Sorry if everything's a bit sloppy from my English um, to the view, but gotta start somewhere. Yeah. So that's the axe more or less, and so hewing that log, and you have these kids that are um, how do you say that? Il ramasse. All right. It's late, and I'm forgetting words, but so the idea is that those are the splints of the hewing, and the kids, which are like my two boys, are here with me outside, and they are just like working. We are working together, and there's a little fire here where we throw the splints. And here there's a very interesting axe. The it is an axe designed from one of many from Serge Turberg in Switzerland. Serge is a blacksmith that was actually making axes for the reconstruction of Notre Dame. He's a well-known blacksmith there, and he made that pattern, which he called the poulaine, and I think it is he made it according to Viollet-le-Duc drawing in the 19th century of medieval axes, those that were using in the time that Notre Dame was built. So that's a very interesting book. Viollet-le-Duc wrote a whole encyclopedia of tools and of a lot of things in medieval time and even in Renaissance. And that poulain, it's like my one of my dream acts. And I'll see. I'm in touch with Serge Turberg to see if maybe he could make one for me. So I put it there, and here you have the house. So it's like a very bucolic and rustic landscape with the logs and the forest. And the guy, when I was talking to him, the guy that made the design from the company, Sebo, the company that made those t-shirts, they're 100% made here in Quebec. That's really cool. That's why they are a bit expensive too. Sorry for that. But you gotta pay for what you got. You know, that's a bit the idea, because there's a lot of time in that only in that drawing. And he tried to put some some like the mark of the hewing axis, that the hewing axe is letting on the wood while hewing on the t-shirt too. So that's a bit the idea. So that's a very like how can I say, a very calm scene. And in the back you can see the church. First thing first, because I'm a Christian, I'm a Catholic, and it's something that is important for me. Um, and it's to the idea that the church, as the center of the village, is the place of unity among the people, among the community. It's something bigger than us. So people might give their time, their money to build something that is above them. And there is like a kind of hierarchy here. So like working for the family and the possibility of the family, but the family takes place in a bigger scene, which is the whole community, the village, and all of that is under God. And this is like all this is a big this is my point of view, that it's something that transcends your little self, your ego, helps you to see the bigger picture, to give yourself, to enter in the service of the other. So and that's why you have the sun too here with the cross and the church. You have this idea, which is very old, that the church as a temple is a vertical place of communion, of relation between the divine and the earthly, between man and God. So there's a lot of symbolical here, but in the end, it is a T-shirt made to promote the yeah, the know-how, the craft, especially hewing. And it was a way for me to maybe reach people that are not especially interested, or directly they're interested by axes and by this kind of niche. But when somebody, like when you're walking in the street and you saw a t-shirt, maybe the t-shirt is a good way to just, oh, what's that, what you're doing, and just to evangelize in a sense. Okay, so that's it. That's a t-shirt. It is uh it is available on lacogne.ca, so you can go them and order one. For my for the YouTube community, I will put an 11% discount in the description too. So if you want to buy other stuff and get a t-shirt too, it's a very nice Christmas gift, and I think it's something good just to spread this this hewing stuff, and just to put, it's something that is really humane. It is really, I'm not sure it's humane, but it is human being. We are beings with hands, and tools are part of ourselves. When we grab an axe, our hands are made. The axe is the oldest tool of humankind. So it is something that we are, and we can see it. And this is my experience when I go and just do a small hewing workshop. People, it's not very long before they just understand and appreciate, even girls, even younger people, how to use it. So that's it. So that's the t-shirt, and it was a bit the story and the interpretation of it, but in the end it's just a t-shirt. And now what we have here, so we're in November. I'm preparing a lot of stuff, so that's a bit presentation of all the knives that I'm selling on the shop. I can just do it like this. So very nice knife. This is this one. Those two are mine. Yeah, I use them, especially that one. I use it all the time. I will make a small video about like sharpening it, because it can easily take the place of all those utility knives. So if you know how to sharpen it, it's the same idea. It's light, and it's with the sheep foot point. It is perfect. I have it with me. I carried it all the time. It's my EDC. And then you have all those knives that are very nice. I do choose every one of them according to the function, and what I think will be a great addition to the shop. Okay, so, and this is a magnetic block in black walnut that guy from Montreal, Alex L'Humble Artisan, made for me. He even put my logo on it. I usually use it for my files and rasp and stuff like that. But I for the sake of today's like shooting, I decided to let it like this, and it's a nice view. It's a nice view. And there's the small one here with the files and the Shinto on it. It was primarily like the idea was to make one for to put some small axes on it, like those those small carving axes, but they are too heavy. Even if they are small heads, like 500 grams, they are too heavy for those magnets. So that's it. And okay, so that live is a bit long, but we'll see who's gonna stick until the end. So what I want to do is to take a look at that broad axe. So a guy here asked me to restore it. He found it in his 19th century's house, and there is a lot of the beams of the house are hewn, and he thinks that this is maybe one of the axes that hewed them, and he wanted to display it in his house, which is a cool idea. So it's a pretty classical American hewing axe. Let's see the specs. So the blade is 7 inches. From the pole to the bit, it's almost 9. It's 8 and 7 7/8 of an inch. It's interesting. The handle is very thin. Not sure if it's the real like and like the real palm swell of it. Might be. And it yeah, a lot of history and of stories here. It's interesting, like the way they put some stuff like this. I think I'll just seems to be only wood that is like kind of wedge and that were put it here. Like they put that kind. I'm not sure if that wedge was from. Maybe that's no. That is the. So that's the handle. Let's see. I'll take a. Take some pliers and we'll see if I can remove the handle easily. I think that I can. Okay. So look at that. They put a wedge in the gap here. First time that I saw this. I think maybe that's a wedge too. That handle is moving. Oh, maybe that's the. Okay. So here it is. And the rest of the It's interesting. Look at this. Seems like it had a removable wedge. Maybe that was the idea. But it is it's pretty. Oh, so, out of rust. So, how much? Okay, it's a bit more than 4.5 pounds. So for broad axe, it's not that huge, but it's not a little. It's not little either. The condition of the head is not bad. Okay, it is full of rust, but there is a bit of hammering here, but I think that it actually could be an axe that could work. That could be put to use again, you know, if it was mine. So that's it. I'll see what I will do. If you have any suggestion about the handle and what kind of what should I do? Should I put the same one back, or should I copy it, or should I just make a new one in a new way? I'll do some research too, but I will be very happy to have some feedback. So that's it. So that's the thing, and I think I'll finish that live that is already too long with the oiling of my hewing axes. So I told you that this axe. It is my first ever Rinaldi. Okay, put this like that. Okay, so that's the first ever Rinaldi that I bought, and I bought it thanks to Thibaut Perrutbald from La Frontière. A friend sent me one of his first video, and he was talking about like how can you make your firewood only with an axe, and which one to start. And he presented that 900 grams Trento by BR Rinaldi, and I bought it, and I really like that axe. Okay, so I have a long 32 inches hickory handle here for it. I think it's maybe a third handle that I use for it, and this is the nice vintage finish of the Urban Lumberjack Woodsman axe oil. Okay, it is a very nice finish on hickory. Okay, I'll show you a build that I just made from another old axe that is just here. Okay, so okay, that's a new handle, but look at that. Look at how it came out. Okay, and this is an old head too. So maybe for another time I'll present it. So that's the long handle for it. And I have that one, which is I think 19 inches. This is from a stock handle. Yeah, 19 and a quarter, 49 centimeters from a stock handle from Rinaldi that I caught, and I made octagonal, and it's like a curly, it's like curly wood. So, and that's the finish that the a lot of coats of the woodsman's axe oil does with do with ash. Okay, if you put boiled linseed oil too. So what I want to do today is, and that's a cool thing about slip fit axes, that you can have several handles, several lengths. That's an offset handle that I made. Maybe it's better like this. That I made for this Trento. It's a prototype that will be on the shop pretty soon. Okay, so the cool thing is that you can easily remove the handle, and it's nice if you want to oil it. You just oil the handle, and the thing that I do with the Urban Lumberjack oil is I let it soak. He told me to do so for like almost a day. So it's Thursday night, so I will just use the oil and let it soak until, I don't know, maybe tomorrow afternoon if I want to use it, to use the axes. So that's it. So thank you guys for watching, and I will try to do more live streams. It's good, and it's a cool way for me to reach out to the nice community on YouTube that we have, and to promote my work too, and just to share what I learn and all the mistakes. Okay, so look at this. This is, that's oil. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff in here, especially oak tar. And now try it. So you see, takes very nice color, and it smell very good. It's all natural, and I think that maybe the Urban Lumberjack should make another video to present like all his research and experiments about with oils and wax. And I'm very happy that he did send me those bottles. That's the second one. I finished last week the first one, and what I did is I just put some boiled linseed oil inside, so it's coming a bit darker. So it's a good way to not to lose anything. So with that one, not sure if I think I put maybe a coat, but that was a light one on that handle. So I'm trying to do this. Okay, I'm not sure if anybody's going to watch that stream till the end, but if someone will do, please subscribe if you haven't, and maybe just put a comment in the comment section, and just share it, man. We're here for that, you know. So look at that. Okay, it's amazing. So I'll make a little short after to see how it came out. Okay, so here we are. And you know what? I have plenty here, so I'll just take the hickory one and just give it a coat too. Here we are. Okay, so let it here for the night, and that's it. So stay tuned, guys. I'll see you on the next one, and be sure to check my shop, especially if you're in Canada. I do ship again to the United States. Of course, there's all the tariffs issue and stuff, but there's always, when there's a why, there's a way. So if you want something, you can write to me, and we can find a way to make it work. Okay. See you guys.